Hello, my loves. Welcome into this video. This is for the Aries Solar Season readings. This is an introduction video, and I'm so happy to have you here. So first off, real quick, if you are new, hello, welcome in. I'm so excited to have you here. If you haven't watched the introduction to these readings, it's just like a how to get the most out of these readings, and you want to learn more about what it is we're doing here and how I advise you to approach these readings. If you feel called to watch that video, the link is popping up here on YouTube. And welcome in. For those who are not new, hello and welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. It is a joy and a pleasure to play this game with the cycles, with our own astrology, and with the spiritual tools of the cards. And I hope you guys know I love showing up for you like this. And I'm playing right along with you and getting guidance and honoring these cycles and learning about myself and how to best support myself through these cycles right here alongside you. And it's really a joy to be able to serve you in this way. Now, if you feel called to support me, there's many ways to do that. You can simply engage with this material in any way that you feel called, sharing it, commenting on it, engaging with it. That is an absolutely perfect way for you to support me in this endeavor. You can also offer a financial contribution. These readings are free, and it does support me for all the people who are inspired to donate at paypal.me/devotedvulnerable. Link is in the description. And that really helps me to keep going and keep offering what I'm offering, as does any services that you may want to sign up for. I do card readings and chart readings and all sorts of different fun stuff on my site. You can visit devotedandvulnerable.com/services to learn more. With all that introduction stuff being done, let's talk about this astrological new year. Happy astrological new year to you. As the sun moves into the sign of Aries, we start a whole new astrological journey, and we are really allowing ourselves to celebrate and spotlight this beautiful archetype and energy and all of the amazing things that are happening during this season, which I'll get to in a little bit. So first, let's talk about a solar season in general. A solar season in general is when the sun is shining on a particular zodiac sign. It shines for about 30 days. And this is a time for us to really honor the beauty, the gifts, the learning, and the support that this archetype brings us. So we are going to be going through our chart and finding this energy and then getting guidance based on where the Aries vibration shows up for us. And this is just a really fun way for you to learn more about your chart and get guidance at the same time. I'll get into that in a little bit greater detail in a moment too. So the solar season, again, is when the sun is in one particular sign. Right now, it's going to move into Aries on March 20th, and it'll stay in Aries until April 20th. So this is the time frame. When I talk about the month in this reading, I'm going to be talking about the solar month. This time period between March 20th to April 20th, okay? So if I just say the word month and I don't say solar month, that is the month that I'm talking about here, the Aries month, the solar phase of Aries. We'll get into the lunar phase in Aries in a minute. So Aries energy. As I said, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It's this energy of bursting forth into a new journey, a new opportunity, a new life. Now, every day when we wake up, we are allowing ourselves to take our first breath. We are having a new beginning in that morning. And every moon cycle, we get a new beginning. Every time there's a new solar sign that we're focusing on, that's a new beginning. So there's always new beginnings. There's always opportunities to start over, but the Aries energy is like the newest of the new. It's the brand new baby. It is a cardinal energy, which means that it's an initiatory energy. You can think of the cardinal energies, which are called modalities in the astrological system. You can think of them as where they fall in a season. Okay, so all of the cardinal signs, the initiatory signs, the beginning energies, all of the beginning energy signs of the zodiac are the ones that start a season. So they're always going to be the sign that happens right at the shift of the equinox or the solstice. So we're talking about the spring equinox here in the northern hemisphere. We have Aries starting that off. And then the other cardinal signs will start off the other seasons and will start when the equinoxes and the solstices happen. So that's how I like to remember the cardinal signs. They are initiatory. They begin something. They are the beginning of a season. So in the Northern Hemisphere, Aries is the beginning of spring. So it is, all of the signs also have an element. And the element of Aries is fire. So fire represents the spiritual world and realm. So you have this initiatory spiritual energy bursting forth into this journey of the zodiac. And it is represented by the symbol of the ram, which, as I wrote here, is bursting forth headfirst into life, right? Babies are born head first into life, and that's kind of the Aries energy. It's like spirit being born, being brought forth into a new journey, into a new life, into a new unfolding. So this is what we're talking about when we're talking about Aries energy. In general, the qualities of Aries are enthusiastic, generous. They're very sparky. I like to think of them. They're always starting something new. Spark, spark, spark. They're very courageous. They are confident in what they're doing. They're courageous, they're bold, they're brave, and they're very independent because they come out all on their own. They are here to get things started, and you have to be very independent to have that kind of energy and vibration about you. So there are a lot of things happening during this Aries solar season that I'm going to want to talk about here with you. So this is going to be a little bit of a longer introduction video, but I promise I will keep it as succinct as possible. So there's going to be a new moon the day after the sun moves into Aries. We have our new moon in Aries. Okay, so that'll be on the 21st. I'll be doing readings for those as well. Most of you will probably not see this until they're already posted. But if you're watching this live, obviously you'll have to wait until those are recorded. So I invite you into those readings as well, because we learn a little bit different part of our chart and apply it to the lunar cycles. So we have a new beginning with the solar season as we're spotlighting, because the sun's the spotlight of our solar system. So we're spotlighting the Aries energy with the solar shift. And then with the new moon in Aries, we're going to be spotlighting the energy of newness as well in a different area of our chart. Interestingly enough, there is another new moon in Aries this Aries season because the lunar phase is only 28 days. So sometimes we'll have a moon phase, 2 moon phases in the same solar sign, okay? Which is happening with this new moon, with this Aries season, okay? We're getting a new moon right as the sun shifts into, a day after the sun shifts into Aries, and we're getting a new moon solar eclipse the day that the sun moves into Taurus, but the moon happens right before, about 4 hours before the sun moves into Taurus. So we are having an amazing portal opening opportunity here to really look at what it is that's new in our life, what it is that we want to initiate into being, birth into reality. What do we want to go at head first, courageous and strong, and go after this astrological cycle and season. What are we going after? And eclipse readings, eclipse seasons, that energy lasts for 6 months. So it's not just a regular new moon that's happening twice. We're having this new moon, which is going to last us 28 days. And then we're having a new moon solar eclipse that is going to give us an energy of new beginnings that's going to last us 6 months. On top of the solar shift into Aries, which is giving us the new energy of an entire new zodiac year. Amazing energy here. And another shift that we have to talk about during this Aries season, 2 days, well, 3 days, depending on how you count, on March 23rd, the planet Pluto will be moving into Aquarius for the first time since the 1700s, okay? The last time it moved into Aquarius was 1777. So in 1777 was the last time Pluto moved into Aquarius for the first time. So, well, during that cycle. So we're having this amazing return of Pluto back into Aquarius. It was in Aquarius when our country, well, the United States, those of us who are in the United States, was founded. And so it's the Pluto return for our entire country of the United States, for those who are here. For those who are not here, it might still affect you. And it's going to go back and forth. It's going to retrograde back into Capricorn a couple times. It'll finally move into Aquarius and stay in Aquarius in December 2024. And it won't move out of Aquarius until 2044. Lots of numbers, lots of things, lots of significance energetically. And if you don't really understand the significance of all of that, that's okay. I love to inform, I love to teach, and sometimes I like to share more than maybe you understand at this moment, and that's okay. It's okay to not know. It's okay to be new to this, and it's okay to be curious, stay open. Remember, these are always archetypes. These are always generalities that we get to play with and see how they impact our lives, how they play out in our lives, and how they are showing up for us in our own unique individual experience. The astrology gives us an overall picture, right? And we get to add the co-creative element of how we understand these energies, how we work with these energies, and what it is that they mean for us on a personal level. Okay. So let's talk about our reading a little bit more. So the reading that's meant for you is going to be any reading that is for any of the planets, the sun, the moon, or the rising sign that you have in the sign of Aries. Okay, so you're looking for any of the planets, including Pluto, the sun, the moon, or the rising sign to appear in the Aries part of the chart. So if you do not know how to find out which planets, sun, moon, or rising you have in Aries, there's a tutorial that I created for how to find that information on astro.com. You watch that informational tutorial once, you follow the steps, and you never have to do this again. You'll always have that birth chart information to access and to be able to play along with this game that we're playing here, okay? If you do not have any planets, the sun, moon, or the rising sign in the sign of Aries, you're going to watch a reading that I have labeled the background Aries reading, okay? So if you don't have any planets, sun, moon, or rising in Aries, background reading is for you. Everyone gets a reading. Some of you may get more than one reading, depending on how much you have going on in the Aries area of your chart. Our intention for this reading is to find out, based on the planet, based on the area that this shows up for you, how are you being called to act and thoughtfully respond? That's really what the Aries energy pulled out of this. I was all like, new beginning, new beginning. And the Aries vibration really wanted more of a focus on action and thoughtful responses. So that's what we're going to get guidance on. And we are going to be getting guidance with the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. This is a new deck, and I freaking love this deck. I bought this deck for somebody else, and the first moment that I saw it, I knew I needed it for myself, and I'm so grateful that it's come to me, and it's just such an amazing deck. I'm really excited to share it with you guys. The artwork is amazing, the affirmations are amazing, and we're gonna have a lot of fun playing with it. So I have talked and talked and talked and talked here, and now we are ready to move into our individual readings. Let me know if you have questions. Let me know how this resonates. And as always, namaste. The universal light within me salutes and honors that universal light within you. Namaste.